Hello again, everyone. I am back. I had a wonderful break up in Yorkshire with friends. We stayed in a cottage opposite a fabulous pub, wonderful food, and we did lots of visiting to the seaside. We went on old steam trains, we went on a miniature railway. We had a wonderful time. Back today, I had a request as I was driving home for a 25th wedding anniversary card, which I quickly made this morning. This is simply a memory box die. I held it in front of the screen of the computer, had it set at the same size as the actual page, fitted the words to fit inside the heart, cut it, put it together. Easy peasy, just a few little tiny pearls. There's a bit of a gap there, so I put a couple of little hearts in there, one dark and one silver, so that they're his and hers kind of stuff. So that was that. That was done quickly. And then I started to do a whole bunch more die cutting for a card today. One of the things that really, really fascinated me was the birds. Looking out of the dining room window of this cottage, there were some old flagstones, and I think there must have been a leak somewhere because there was nearly always water there. And house martins were coming down to collect the mud to make their nests. House martins and swifts, and I haven't seen them for years. It was really, really magical. And we could look out the window and just watch them, and they were swooping around. It was wonderful. So I remembered I'd got these dies. I think these were sent to me by a friend as well. Can't remember exactly. But they're lots of little pieces, and you can, mix and match, I think, to make the birds. So I thought I'd have just two. I've cut out a frame here, what's that one that's just gone out? Creative Expressions. That's just gone out of business. I've cut a slat with this one. I've made a smaller frontage piece here. And I've also made a frame for that. I've been playing, really. You can just imagine, can't you? There's the two dies I used for my frame. There's the die I used for the holes. And I'm just going to kind of put them together. I'll put a bit of sky colour on the back of this. So what's my lightest colour? I think it must be tumbled glass. I'll just put a little bit of tumbled glass on here, just to give a bit of sky colour. And we saw some wonderful weather. Here's my tumbled glass. Let's just put a little bit on. I think I'll put it on with a brush. Pop that onto the non-slip. Let's just put a bit of really, really pale blue on here, just to go behind the slats. Just have a look. That might even do. Don't need much at all. Let's spread it a little bit further. I want to do a card with seagulls. I'll do that tomorrow probably. I bought this dear little seagull is it like a little, I'll show you tomorrow. It's a thing that you can stick on the fridge. Some of it somewhere's got a magnet in, so that can go over there like that. These are going to go on it, but I think I was going to do this bit. Or shall I not bother with that bit? I was going to do like a frame. Do you see what I mean? Like that. Just wondering if it's going to be a bit much. I'll leave that for the moment and have a little think. I'm going to colour these. Now, these little things, in this set, they come in pairs facing opposite directions. So I don't know if these are what go together or whether they don't go together, but they're what I've put together. So They're going to go together whether they like it or not. So let me just colour some of these things in. Let's start with the beaks. Okay, these are the beaks. I don't know if these are a pair. They're not quite, are they? But I don't think it matters. There's various beaks in here. I don't know. Where's another one? Do those look like it? Those look like a pair, do they? I think those two are a pair. Let's use those two. Just see if it fits. I think these things may be open to yeah, that'll do. That will do. Okay. I just want to colour the tips of the beaks. I don't want to go past the eyes, because the eye is going to go on there like so, and I want that to be white behind. Okay, that's fine. The back of these birds I want to be deep blue, so I've got some markers here. Let's do these blue. I'd be better with the other end, I think, wouldn't I? Oh, it was so lovely to see them swooping around. It was wonderful. Okay. And I think the chest parts are going to be a greyish colour. I think I'll just do this. Let's see how they fit together, or not, as the case may be. I put a little bit of grey around. I don't think they were totally white, but they were kind of light. Put a bit more shading underneath here. Okay. Let's just see. Okay. Let me just put some glue and... Okay. Put these two pieces together. Get the angle right. I'll put the eye with the marker presently. I'm just wondering about a bit of shading with this one. This is a sort of a burgundy sort of colour. Let's go over it. I want some of that for the wings. Okay, that's done that. Let's put these on. I don't know if this is what you do, but it's what I'm doing, so it's going to be fine. Yorkshire is a beautiful, beautiful county. We were just on the edge of the North York Moors National Park. If it is a national park, I think it is a national park. There we go. Looking rather a well-fed one at the minute. The swifts were We're not as chubby as this, I must confess, and the Swifts and the House Martins. Well, a bit of artistic license, I tell myself. There we are. Just going to put a bit more on. No, I won't. I was going to put it on the end of the tail, but I don't think I will. Now, these wings, we can kind of stack them. So put that like that, and we can have this bit on the top. Do you see? It's kind of fun, isn't it? So what shall we start with? Let's start with the grey. I may add a bit of the other stuff as well. There's the grey. And that goes on that side. Do I want to keep it white? Oh, it needs a bit more colour than that. I'll do these grey to start with, and then I can always add something afterwards. Let's do it the whole of that colour. Okay, stick them together, and then I think we'll be fine. That's the wrong colour. Now, I don't like this blue with that blue. That blue is too yellow. So I'm going to see if I can find a blue that's a bit more red. Will Stormy Sky do it? That's better. Let's try Stormy Sky. There we have it. It's a pinker blue. Hopefully it'll be better. Let's use Stormy Sky's brush. Let's try this. It's better colour. Let's have a look at this one. That's much better, isn't it? Sympathetic. Right. Next to do, I'm leaving those eyes for the minute. I can see a little tiny bit of glue in there. If I try and put a fine liner dot in there for the pupil of the eye, it'll go all messy. So I'm just leaving it for a moment or two. So let's just stick this on. I'm going to put this on directly. I will put some on here as well. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Right. Now, do we want to have this? Let's see. Yes, I think we will. All right, we'll stick these together. This is just a bit of interest, really. I was really grateful for all those people who were watching and commenting on my older videos while I was away to keep the YouTube algorithm ticking away. Apparently, it does mean a lot that when people watch, give thumbs up and comment on my, well, anyone's really, on their content, because the more popular they are with thumbs ups, the more frequently they will pop up on other people's feeds. So you can watch. One lady, Annette, my goodness, she has commented on so many. It's amazing. Now, if I look at that like that, they're a bit overshadowed by the slats. If I put this over it, and then we look, it's taken, whoops, nearly lost a bird, nearly flew away. It's taken that more into the background. So the birds are more predominant. Now it's a question of whether I want that to be raised or flat. I think I'll put that flat and raise the birds, perhaps. Perhaps that's what I'll do. Okay. So I'll glue this one. I might raise the whole thing. Let's see. Yes, I am so grateful. Thank you, everyone, for looking at these old videos. People said they keep spotting ones they thought they'd seen and then realised they hadn't. Okay, we'll pop that on like so. Do I want to put that on? I may put that on to tape. Right, I think I'll try to put the eyes in now. Let's just see. There's one. And there's the other. Okay, it's not quite round. Okay. Okay. I think I'll pop that up actually onto foam tape. Why not? I'll leave those for the minute. We'll put some foam tape on this. I'm just having a self-indulgent play today, I think. I do miss it, but there was lots to do. I loved a place called Robin Hood Bay. Dear little fishing village. Quaint streets. You had to go down loads of steps to get down to the harbour. And I found, well, my friend and I, we found a great shop. I bought 2 handbags and she bought 2 handbags and a dress. I think we were doing a lot for the economy of Yorkshire while we were there. Oh, it was lovely. It was just lovely. Okay. This way we might spot the slats in the backdrop more readily. There we are. I think I will just try and give them a bit of shape Probably should have done it sooner really, but we'll have a go. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Okay. Pop those onto there. I think I'll have them like that. On a bit of foam tape. And whether we have a sentiment or not is another matter, really. I will see. Not going to put one on for the moment. Should have put some glue on that, shouldn't I? So here's a dear little card, reminding me of the house martins and swifts that we saw coming to gather mud to make their nests. So thank you so much for joining me again. I'll try and get back into the swing of it a little bit more tomorrow when I'm not trying to catch up on laundry. So thank you as ever, and do come back and see me very soon.